Hi, this is Jenny with Host Family Exchange Student Life. Where on this channel we help you navigate through real life hosting and exchanging to help you create an extraordinary experience. I'm very excited today. Her name is Leticia and she's from Brazil. Hello, how are you today?
Hello, I'm good, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. The weather's nice here. What about there?
It is good. It is a little bit hotter today, but we're in winter here. But
Oh,
it's
really?
not the same as it is in Minnesota, for
Okay.
sure.
Now, Leticia wasn't a student of mine, but when she was here, she was friends with some of my students, and we did have some adventures together.
I have the best memories, especially that week. We had a trip, but I also have good memories. For example, when I had dinner with you, it was a great moment as well.
I want to start off. I wonder how different people, go into, like, I want to do a year abroad. Sometimes people go for just cultural, some people study, some people do it as a nanny. What made you decide?
It was a lot of things you said, but since I don't know, 9 years old, I've always been influenced by American and also British TV shows, songs, movies. So I was a big fan of all of that, and I've always been curious and wanted to visit what I used to see on TV. As I said, I was a big fan of all these things, the culture. And then when I got around 12 years old, I started watching vlogs on YouTube about exchange students and also about trips to Disneyland, California, and all those places, those famous ones. And then I got obsessed with that. I used to spend all day long watching videos about that, watching videos about other exchange students, and I started dreaming about it. And then I asked my father as a gift as my 15-year-old birthday, because here, when girls turn 15, they usually get greater gifts.
Okay.
And then he couldn't afford it because it was very expensive. And he said, if you want to, if you have to work and then get your own money to do that. And then I was sad, of course, but I had to accept that I wouldn't go that soon. I would have to wait many years so I would get a job because I was still a teenager. And then I had kind of given up. And when I was in the second year of high school, I heard about governmental program, and there was a full scholarship to study either in US or Canada. And of course, I got interested. So in order to get that, we would have to take a year of an English course. But I had been studying English before that. I had to study it over, and we had to take a test to classify us because there were only a few vacancies. So not many scholarships. So that year, I studied really, really, really hard. It was like I had to get that. And when I got the result that I got selected, it was like one of the best days of my life because it was my dream going for that. So I got so happy.
Oh my gosh, that is such a neat story that I didn't know about you. And so, like, I'm even more happy that I got to be part of that dream.
Oh yeah, it was truly my dream.
Yeah. Yay. For you, it was a longer process. Was there a lot of paperwork?
It wasn't hard because the
Okay.
government they organized everything for us. So
Okay.
I had to send a lot of documents about school, health, about a lot of documents, and I had to go to another city to take the visa. But it was nice for me. I hear from some people that they find it difficult. For me, the visa was the easiest part of it.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of documents.
Okay. So you were studying for a year. What grade did you do here?
My senior year,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was in my senior year here as well. But the semester here starts at the beginning of the year, and there it is in the middle of the year.
when you came here and you live with a family and were experiencing American school, did anything surprise you?
One thing that surprised me was about school.
Okay.
Here, basically, I had a lot of theory. We don't usually practice a lot,
Okay.
and there I had to practice a lot more during classes. For example, biology, chemistry, which was so good because it made me choose my major nowadays. I didn't
Oh.
know I liked it. And then I had those classes and I was like, oh, that's so nice. And also, I had to speak up more. I was so shy. I didn't used to ask many questions. And then I had to do that. I had to.
Okay.
So I kind of learned a lot with that experience. And nowadays, I'm not as shy as I used to be. I'm not afraid of asking questions anymore. I feel students there, they participated more. They used to give more their opinions, and that was great. Even for nowadays, for example, at college, that helps me a lot. For example, when I have some lectures at college, some friends of mine, they are very shy and they get so nervous. But
Uh-huh.
as I had experienced that before, I'm way more confident, way more. And when it comes to the family, one thing that I wanted to bring here was the dinners. Uh, People there, I mean, some people do that here, but people I know, it's not very common. It's not very common in my family, only sometimes. But there, every day during dinner time, people get together, they wait for each other, and they share their day, their concerns, their happy moments, and that's so good to make the relationship strong. So it's something that surprised me. I didn't know it was like that, and that's something I wanted to bring this to my life here as well.
Now, when you came here, was it hard to make friends and did you feel homesick at all?
So it was not at all because my host sister, she was going to the same school as I did.
Okay.
So we became friends very quickly. We were experiencing similar things. And also, school helped a lot because the first days we had to introduce each other. There were a lot of exchange students, so we were all open to new experiences, to make friendships. And then we had to share some stories. We went camping in the first week. It was my first time camping. It was so nice. I loved it. It was basically about introducing each other. So it wasn't hard at all. And the host family was also nice. I felt homesick, I did, but it was mostly, for example, Christmas, that kind of
Oh, yes.
holiday, because we usually remember our family, and I felt homesick that day, and also birthdays. Sometimes we want to be close. And during winter, I didn't used to go out a lot. So as I used to spend most of my days at home when it was very cold, that's when I missed my family more.
Okay.
But overall, I had so many great memories, and I was doing a lot of activities that I didn't used to miss home that much.
Okay.
And at the end of it, I didn't want to come home. At the end, I was like, no, I don't want to go back.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So then, was the adjustment period, was there big adjustments or just a lot of little adjustments?
I don't know because I didn't even know how to use the bathtub. I
Okay.
didn't know how to use the shower. It is totally different. For example, the washing machine. Here, you have a lot of machines to do the house chores, and here it is totally different. So I think
Okay.
they were little adjustments, but there were a lot of different things as well.
Okay.
The food wasn't so different. It was a little bit, but it wasn't so different, but that kind of and I live in a small city here, So St. Paul and Minneapolis, for me, it's like they're big cities and with a lot of technology. And I was like, I didn't know how to. I got lost sometimes when I tried to take the bus,
Okay.
but then everything went fine. I got adapted, so it was good.
Are you willing to share some of your best memories?
My first experiences to a lot of things.
Okay.
As I said, camping the first week, oh, it was so nice. The first time I saw snow, because we don't have it here, at least in this part of Brazil, there's no snow at all, so I had never seen it. And I was also very excited. It was also one of my dreams, seeing what it snows like. Also Halloween, because we don't. I mean, it is not in our culture to do the same things as you do there. So Halloween was also nice. The last month there, as I was very close to my friends, and it was, for example, graduation. It was a nice memory. We went to some amusement parks as well. The last months were so good. We went out a lot. We had a lot of fun together. And of course, the best week of my life, it is still the best week of my life, is when I went to Orlando with you. Oh, you also went to Miami. It was the best week of my life. I still remember it, and I still tell everyone it was the best week of my life. It was like I had achieved my dream.
Yay!
I had been dreaming that since I was like 12. So it was the best. I can't choose a date because it was the best day. I'm happy when I remember that.
Oh, good. You know what? I do too. And I'm like, it was just so fun to go down there and just hang out and watch you guys do your thing.
Like, I can't believe I'm here. When Aisha, in which you host, told me she was going there, I got crazy. I was like, oh my god, it's my dream. Aisha, please take me with you. And then it was amazing, amazing.
Thank you for sharing. Do you have any advice for students who want to go to another country to study?
I would say go for it and don't be afraid, even though we get out of our comfort zone. It is something totally new. But even the tough moments, we learn a lot. So keep your mind open to try a lot of things. I was very open to try a lot of food. For example, I wasn't a person that liked every kind of food when I lived here before
Okay.
going there.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm going there. I'm gonna be open to everything.
Wow.
I tried a lot of things and I changed so much because nowadays I love a lot of things and I feel I brought a large background, so knowledge, um, and also you make connections that you keep for the rest of your life. I still talk and I still love some people I met there. And as I said, I learned so much. It's not only about learning English; it's about life. I grew up a lot, and I became more independent. Also, you learn. I mean, we already know how family is important, but we kind of learn how to value more because as we are far, we see how important they are. And also, you get to experience different cultures. So you've got different perspectives of life. You learn other possibilities. So I totally go for it and open your mind.
Great advice. And you shared some of the big changes that it made in you.
I felt it was like the year I could I could be able to grow up more, like more
Yeah.
than years here
Yeah.
could have done for me.
Do you have any final thoughts to share for either students watching or maybe host parents?
I'd say that it's an experience that will change your lives forever. You'll always remember it. I'll never forget. And I would totally recommend it. It was a year that I'm not talking only about myself. I'm talking about like other students, exchange students I still talk to. It was a year that changed their lives and also mine. I still miss it a lot. Totally go for it again.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you so much for meeting with me and sharing.
oh, and I'll always be thankful. You didn't even know me. You took me with you to Orlando. It was great to meet you and your family as well.
Thank you, and I'm happy to be a part of your dream.
I'm happy for that as well.
Well, this is Jenny with Host Family Exchange Student Life, here to help you navigate through real life hosting and exchanging. Find peace in this world, and we'll connect soon. Okay. Okay.
And
Hold on. Somebody just rang the doorbell. Just a second.
oh, it's okay. I'm also looking for my dog.
Okay.
She likes to bark.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna let it go. I don't know who it is.
I'm happy. Also, I'm happy because my dog didn't disturb us. She loves barking. She loves it, but she's sleeping.
Yay!
It's because my camera is so bad here, but she's right there.
Oh, what a pretty dog. Aw.
Very lazy. And she was